Hello out there. Welcome to the Wayne Burton Music Hour. I hope you're having a good night. I've got a lot on my mind lately. And I try to exercise my demons through playing music. Because if I can get an hour or two without the stressful thoughts plaguing me, that would be such a relief. So I look forward to playing every day. I can hear the music in my head, I can feel the strings at the tips of my fingers. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here, and I wish you continued successes. For however long you're here, that's great. I totally get it. You've got to rest up. That's why I don't know if I should play happy songs or sad ones. Sometimes a sad song perks me up in some weird way, almost like reverse psychology, almost like reverse psychology. And for however long you can stay with me tonight, I hope I play decently, at least something to relieve the mind of stressful thoughts sometimes. You see, I am getting really bored of my day job. I've been bored for a very long time. Many of the patients at my medical practice are very well-off individuals. I know that money doesn't buy you happiness, but it can get you a discount. Sometimes I wish how much I would truly change if my mind could breathe a breath of fresh air, financial freedom kind of fresh air. Maybe I will one day find a home. And will you join me on a trip into the unknown? Why does the future have to seem so fucking scary? Maybe it's because it's been through some traumas, which is an overused word, but traumas is an accurate description. You see, I think I'm trying to figure out a way through my own madness. Maybe I will always live in doubt, and I can't avoid the sadness. I can't avoid the sadness. No. Dun 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 one more time. Maybe the key is to play a happier song. But what if I'm feeling sad on the inside? It means I either have to fake it or summon a happier attitude. And you might ask, why is it so hard to summon the happiness and the joy and the pursuit of euphoria? The pursuit of euphoria. Hello out there, thank you for tuning in to the Peter Wayne Burton Music Hour. You gotta keep your guitar in tune, you gotta keep the guitar in tune, so it's easier to sing to. All right, thank you. Freda, thank you for joining me for however long you can. It's a pleasure and it's an honor, and I'm so cherished. I have such a cherished memory of the recent months. All right. You have a great night too. Thank you for tuning in. Have good dreams tonight. Thank you so much. Sleep well. Sometimes I like to do the fingers. since I found my home. I know I have such a long way to go. Will I ever make it back there? And I may never ever know. Will you be free with the memory of losing me? I want you to be free. Spread your wings and fly away. I'll see you again someday. I'll see you again someday. And I know I will wait for you, and I'll see you on the other side. I know I'll be a forgotten memory someday, but not right now. I have the opportunity to make it true. I know how to do the things I need to do, and do them particularly often. I need to know, will I see you at my show? Someday I will play to a large venue or many in a row. I need to know right now, can I handle it? Can I handle the spotlight? And the truth is, I really want it. There's a difference between fear and desire. One is far more productive. I know my heart and soul is not for hire. I can't be so reductive. And I will wait here for you to come back home and spread your wings. And I make up the words as I go along. And I know I'm missing a big part of the picture. Yes, I am missing a huge part of the picture. This one is called Judge and Jury. I've sat still, I've seen the future, and we're doing just fine. Apparently I'm not. I've seen the future, and we're slowing down the line. Who do you run to when the walls come down? Who do you turn to when the devil's all around? You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury, they're the voices in your mind. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light, you will be the spark. And I know what love is, 'cause you gave it to me. I know what love is, 'cause it set me free. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury, they're the voices in your mind. You will feel your way through your own fury. You will live on inside your mind. You will be the judge and jury. The judge and jury. I know I've made mistakes before. Time moves on, I know I'll make so many more. Does it disappear or fade away over time? I know your day will come further down the line. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury, they're the voices in your mind. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light, you will be the spark. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be judge and jury, they're the voices in your mind. I don't know if I'll ever find you again, and I know that time moves slow when I'm in solitary confinement. I'll have to make up the words as I go along. I'll have to say my piece in the form of a song, in the form of a song. Does it disappear, fade away over time? Come closer, I can't hear your voice over this voice of mine. Will you come with me? I'll also wait for you. I'm trying to pick up my pick here. Pick up my freckles, man. I got mad freckles. Dun, 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 dun. I'm getting more of them with more of sun that I get. This one is called Let Me Be. I used to waste my time hanging from your windowsill, trying to escape my mind and that urge to kill. Those demons that speak your name every night, I beat them back sometimes, but I don't always win the fight. You see what I mean? You used to be a friend to me, talking at length about the crimes of the century. Well, I think this ranks high up on that list. Baby, I'm tired and I think I need a psychiatrist. You're asking me to be someone. You're asking me to be someone. You're asking me to be someone I can't be. I always thought I was the only one. Now I know I'm not the only one. I always thought you let me free. I always thought you let me free. Baby, I'm tired and I need to rest my weary head a while. I always look forward to the next time I hear you smile. But if you don't, I hope you won't let me go out on my own. 'Cause baby, those demons are waiting to push me off my humble throne. You're asking me to be someone. You're asking me to be someone. You're asking me to be someone I can't be. I always thought you were the one. Yes, I always thought you were the one. I always thought you let me be. Let me be. I always thought you were the one. I always thought you were the one. I always knew I'd forget that part sometime. Now I know I'm not the only one. Now I know I'm not the only one who forgets things from time to time. I know I'm not alone. We all forget things sometimes. It's been 10 years since I've been back home. I always thought that I would die alone, but I know that's not my path. I will not permanently suffer my own wrath. I'm tired of living in the shadows. I need a house of my own, and in that house will be a performance space that I can't wait to play in again. And all I'm saying is all I'm seeing are signs I don't want to believe. A heart without blood is awaiting a flood, knowing your ships will be lost at sea. Pay it no mind, it's all lost in time. Your eyes never opened, it's true. But I'm here to say you've just lost your way. But don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Don't worry, I'm as lost as you. All I'm saying is all I'm seeing are signs I don't want to believe. A heart without blood is awaiting a flood, knowing your ships will be lost at sea. Pay it no mind, it's all lost in time. Your eyes never opened, it's true. I'm here to say you've just lost your way. But don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Alright, I might do a shorter stream tonight. It's been kind of a weird day, I don't know why. Sometimes life is a weird, surreal journey through what you invent as reality on a daily basis. And I know I'm not the most interesting or talented. Yes, I know that I want to do this on a very large stage. I am from Vermont, and I have a message for Noah Kahn. I'm such a huge fan, and I think you've broke through some amazing barriers as an artist. And I wonder if you ever get bored of your fame and success and help out a struggling singer-songwriter from Vermont. Hello, hello. Tonastra, sorry if I butcher your name. Tonostro. I apologize. Dun, da, da, da. Welcome to my stream. I have a message for Noah Kahn. Noah Kahn just sold out 4 Fenway shows and left with screaming fans in the street, awaiting his departure from the ballpark. And his performance, by all accounts, was nothing short of stellar and incredible. Now, my question for someone in his position, in his late 20s, is how he handles such pressure. And I wonder, he's putting on display what happens when you handle it well. And it's inspirational to me because I have a tendency to believe he might get bored with his fame and success. And I have a tendency to believe he might find it entertaining to find a struggling, unknown lend his band to my songs, and I have honestly been envisioning that in my head for several years now. It's such a wild vision because it's presumptive of so many things that he knows thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Millions of people know him now. But he remembers when his life was quieter and simpler. He remembers being an unknown. He remembers what he went through. He remembers probably the pretty sad, dark nights and moods that he suffered for maybe days or weeks on end. And I can relate to such a brain doing such things to itself. Noah Kahn started a foundation called the Busy Head Project, I believe it's called. And it's for mental health, and it's putting money away for people to help people that are struggling on a variety of ways. And I am most fascinated by that journey because I also have the same inclination should I ever have any type of spotlight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm just putting it on the record here. I know that it's boring and maybe hard to understand, but for me, I need to envision my dream coming true over and over again as the antithesis, the antidote to a future I've invented where things are very dark and bleak. I don't want to be the type of person that lives in perpetual fear of his own manifested, perpetually dark and bleak futures. I want to be an individual that relives his dream moment over and over again and can't decide which one he likes most. I don't want to be able to make a top 5, a top 10, a top 20 of my favorite moments in life. I want the number one spot to be 100 different things. That's the kind of life that I want. That's the kind of life that I'm aiming at. And I think my mental health has been a huge part of my journey. Now, I wonder if he would find it, this is Noah Kahn I'm speaking of, I wonder if he would find it entertaining to meet someone in his late 40s who has been struggling with stuff for a long time but never gave up on songwriting. If that 40-plus-year-old individual had the spotlight, how would he behave with all that attention on him? It would be an opportunity to completely decay and crumble under the pressure, or it would be an opportunity to stand proud and happy on stage and relaxed, remembering to breathe. And would it be a fluctuation between the two? And I have to believe it would be a fluctuation. But if I ever got to play music with Noah Kahn, I believe I would get to speak my emotional language through my music, just like he has given me so much of his emotional language through his music. His newest album for me is an absolute treasure. I honestly treasure it. It's not often that albums come along because a lot of the time my head is up my own rear end thinking about my own music and recording and kicking myself for not being anywhere close to being where I should be, success-wise. So my message to Noah Kahn is I want to be in an experiment. Think of me as a Swiss Army knife experiment where I can play all the instruments in the recording. I've written all the songs. I can sing all the parts. I would love a band to do all of it. I don't want to do it all myself. But I would love to have the opportunity to be given a very comfortable safety net so I didn't have to worry so much about my bills and getting to my day job and all of that. I've been doing that a very long time, and I'm finding the process withering to my soul. And I think it's withering to a lot of people's souls. Everyone's probably experienced it at one point in their life, or maybe they are experiencing it now, or they are afraid of experiencing it. For me, I think it's such black and white thinking, is that the only thing that I want is to hear a band make my songs come to life. And to get to hear them play it, for me, would be like this insanely healing energy that would not only heal me, but sort of resurrect what I had beaten down inside my own head by my own hand, my own fault. No blame elsewhere to be placed. And I want to know what it's like to hear these songs with a kick-ass light show. I've seen live shows that affected me so tremendously much. It's like I can't think of anything else to do in my life, anything I want more. It is the single thing. There is no number 2 spot. There is no number 10 spot. It is the single career that I want for myself. And I have wanted for a very long time. And I have idolized the many, 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 many geniuses out there of all ages and regions. And I want to throw my hat in the ring, but I don't want to struggle in bars and restaurants. I don't want to have as little effect as possible. I want to have as powerful an effect as possible. And I know all of my stuff doesn't set people on fire. Maybe all of it, some of it's good, some of it sucks. I can't tell. Maybe it all sucks. And people are laughing and snickering, being like, this guy, what is he doing? What I saw in Noah Kahn and see in Noah Kahn, and I will see in Noah Kahn, is a willingness to use humor to connect. And I'm very sarcastic, darkly sarcastic, and sometimes I let it get the best of me. It's a defense mechanism because I'm insecure. But I try to laugh at that and say, okay, fine, admit all of it. Then what does day 2 look like? And if Busy Head is a foundation that gathers money to help people, I want to help siphon money into that. I want to jump on board. I'm all in. I want to run clinics. I'm trying to help people out of what they may be experiencing. It's almost like being a preacher, except with no religious connotation to it. For me, personally. For me, it's music that is my channeling. And you could argue that it comes from another source, and that source many people would call God, and I'm totally okay with that. I just consider it to be an honor to be a part of this universe. I really do. And I have seen Noah Kahn play to tens of thousands of people and get tens of thousands of people to cry at the same time. And I cannot even imagine what that is like to wake up the next day and have a croissant and a coffee and be like, tonight, I get to repeat what I just did. That, to me, is mind melting. That is just, I cannot even fathom what that is like. To play a song that maybe means a lot to you, but you are somewhat mechanical in it because you've played it so much that you can sort of let your mind drift off and look around you. And he demonstrates such unbelievable abilities to play and sing that it kills me to not have the experience of joining him on stage or just even conversing with him for 1 minute about music. Thank you. And this is an important thing for me to say because the universe sends me messages. One of those messages is, in June, Noah Kahn was on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine in the United States. I didn't realize that had come out. 3 weeks later, a friend of mine texts me, hey, really cool, you're in an article. And I was like, what? I look up the Rolling Stone online, which isn't the same as the printed version. But turns out in the printed article is my comment on Noah Kahn's Instagram page, just saying, as a struggling, unknown Vermont singer-songwriter, it is truly inspirational to see what Noah has accomplished. I could only hope to ever achieve a fraction of what he has done. And that's in print, in the magazine, that I don't know how many people read. A couple thousand, maybe. And then the next day at work, a coworker randomly got tickets to Noah Kahn, and she went to see him on the 4th night at the Fenway shows and said it was the most amazing experience of her life. She was somewhat jokingly admitting that she has like months of post-show depression. And I tried to remind her, well, that is amazing. Hold on to that. That is a gift that you care about something so much, that you cried and felt something during his song. That is a gift. Cherish that. And I live with a quiet misery and desperation of wondering what it's like to be on that stage with people singing your song with you. There is no drug more powerful. There is no high higher. There is no nothing that compares. And yet he seems to be really enjoying it. He seems to be just fine with it. He seems to obviously struggle, but he just proved to himself his best was yet to come. And that's all any artist can absolutely thrive in, is that if you think your albums get better and better and better, you can think of life as just an ongoing educational program to infuse your next project and then your next project. And then things that I've had cooking in this head of mine for many, many years could finally be realized because I spent a time as a screenwriter. I mean, a non-professional struggling screenwriter. I wrote screenplays for a few years. They didn't go anywhere, but I was a decent writer for an amateur. I wrote a few spec scripts for American Dad and Family Guy, and I came up with some of my own shows, but nothing ever came to fruition, and I eventually just moved on from screenwriting, and I haven't done it in years. But I think I could, if Noah Kahan had any extra ambitions, he could take time between solo tours to work on something completely different than music. And maybe he does exactly that. I'm glad I don't know exactly what he's doing. I know he plays golf, and guess what? I play golf as well. I know he's joking all the time to deal with reality. I know I'm joking all the time to deal with reality. I moved from New Hampshire to Vermont. He moved from New Hampshire to Vermont. It's wild. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of similarities, but I think tonight I'm just thinking I have to put it on the permanent record. I really do. If anybody ever sees this, and thank you for watching this, thank you for tuning in, I want this to be a message that I'm just getting warmed up. And I'm actually going to call it a night. I think a good night's sleep would be good for me. Plus, I haven't eaten anything all day. I got shorts on and my crappy sneakers. But yes, that is my message to Noah Kahan. Think of me as an experiment. What do you have to lose? Once you have all that money, I know you're going to spend it on a bunch of stuff, as you deserve to. You're going to want to diversify your money. You're going to want to invest in real estate, obviously life insurance, vehicles, musical instruments, traveling, all kinds of stuff, right? The stock market. You're going to invest in the stock market. Well, think of me as a two-legged, two-armed, humanoid stock. If I were to get seed money of a few $100,000, I don't even know what I would do, quite honestly. In fact, I think I would be able, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on if I would completely crumble under the pressure, become a complete shut-in, or if I would excel and be like, all right, it's time to use this energy that I have and focus like a laser beam on what I want, because nothing else exists when I'm in this particular mindset. But it's hard to sustain the mindset when you feel like you're constantly thinking you're going to grab the bar this time and then hold on and ride the trolley down. Or if there's a lava flow coming and you keep falling short of the bar. That's my version of my success, going up a little bit but just feeling like I've gone nowhere. Now imagine the story of somebody going from nothing to something. Imagine the story of somebody who spent nothing but being obsessed with music for years and years and years and years, writing songs and never releasing all that much because he's petrified that people won't like them, yet he's absolutely mortified that he isn't pursuing a career and believing in himself. Between self-doubt and desire, what is more important? And desire is always more important and productive. So, I have an incredible desire. I have a desire to pitch myself to one of the biggest artists in the country and possibly getting to the world. My pitch is that think of me as a pet project, an experiment that if you lose a couple $100,000 on because he fucking sucks and he burns out, then I apologize in advance and I'll try to get the money back to you. But the opposite could also happen. The opposite could be that Noah Khan finds me to be kind of intriguing as an individual, somebody that's lived through the things that I have lived through, which is not wars or famines or diseases or anything. I have had a good life. But what I mean is just what I've experienced and how I've reacted to it in my particular sphere of reality. I don't think I've done particularly well. But I would like to spend a lot of my days talking about what I've learned from analyzing the problems with my brain. Because honestly, I know the problems will never go away, and I will never get to accurately describe all of them. But I will also get to describe the opposite of problems. I don't know how often I can possibly remember. So tonight's message, tonight's theme, this week's theme, this month's theme, this year's theme, etc., is a message to Noah Khan and my favorite band, Fish, to think of me as an experiment. Think of me as, I wonder what would happen if kind of situation. I mean, I know you get bored with having so much money, you don't even know what to spend it on. Why not think of spending it on somebody that has been desperate for years and years and years and years and years to get to the spotlight because he genuinely thinks that what he has in his head and heard in his head and performed with his fingers and hands in using his body has been something that if given the large stage with a nice sound system and lights would effectively warm people's souls without raising the temperature. That's what I want. I want to go between the sad, the funky, the happy, the rockin', the dark, the sad, the quiet, the loud. I want to go through the whole spectrum during the show. I want to think of the show almost like an EKG, where it's like up, happy, and then down to sad, but back to happy. Think of it like this line that describes the beating of our hearts. And I have very deep philosophies about music. I have very peculiar dichotomies that exist within my head. I have a tremendous amount of knowledge about a brain that questions itself. I don't know a lot about a bunch of stuff, but I know a lot about a few things. And I want to share it with the world, and I want it to be okay with it being on the permanent record. Sliced up, edited, reversed, put into black and white, use me in a documentary, or a snippet, or a YouTube short, or Instagram something or other, or on X, or TikTok, wherever. I have to be okay with it existing in its permanent state because I overthink things like crazy. Noah Khan might overthink, or there's times that he quiets his brain down and probably doesn't think all that much. I have a similar thing, obviously. I don't know what his life is like. He's beyond me. I don't comprehend him terrifically well. I just know his music is so very wonderful to me that if I had one album on a desert island right now, I would seriously take The Great Divide. Almost from beginning to end, I swear. And that is a slow motion revelation where I have responded to CDs in the past that I've listened to over and over again and not let my ADD mind get in my way and be on my phone and get distracted and listen for 3 minutes in a car in a hurry. No, truly listen to it in a variety of environments, at home or in the car or on my headphones. And once you find a song that you love, it means something so important. It really is. Like if you love a song, that connection is like having someone in a permanent hug state that never gets tired of you. You don't get tired of it. It gives you something warm. It gives you something physically calming. And his album, every song is like that hug for me. And I know that must be crazy to some people that probably don't respond to his music But that's why music is so crazy, because it affects different people so differently. There are people who like techno, just thumping away, and you get to see them and they're in their state, they're totally zoned out. There are people who love metal music, super fast stuff, and the audience is super into it. There are people who like really quiet stuff and just like listening to like a banjo, a violinist, and a piano player play together. There are people that like a variety of things. And I think I have to remind myself that there's a bandwidth that I can occupy, but I'm not trying to take up the whole spectrum. And Noah Kahn reminds me of somebody that's like a Trojan horse, writing something small and simple and specific. And then it gets inside your mind and it starts to affect all different areas of your memory and your personality and your thoughts, your emotions. And those songs are gifts to the world. And those songs, I know, probably took a lot of struggle that he may never ever get to describe, or there was not a lot of struggle and the song just bang, 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 bang. I know he probably has a mixture, and his songs all have memories for him, because he probably remembers the context in which he wrote the songs in his life. And I think being a songwriter, that's what makes you sort of in your bubble, in a sense. Not that I'm comparing myself to him, because he's on an echelon that is like above the clouds where I am. But I have something that's just my own little voice. And given a bass player, given a drummer, given a guitar player, given a keyboard player, the songs are easy. And if I showed them to the drummer, the bassist, they would be, oh, it's just G, F, C. So in my mind, to the musicians I'm playing with, I'm not stressful to be around, because I gave them a song that's pretty easy to remember and always it just feels good to play. And I think I'm petrified of being in a band, thinking of myself as like someone with like an iron fist that's like directing everybody. But I want to feel completely at peace with being somebody that just plays with amazing players. And my only job is just to enjoy as much as I can about myself and my life. And not waste it worrying about stuff. Not waste it being a clenched ball of stress. If there's anything that I could point out about my life, is that time, I obviously know, is important. But I have wasted so much of it in my life. If I could add up all the time I did absolutely nothing, it would probably take my breath away. It's probably in the months if you took all the days I was lazy and did nothing. And I'm not saying you have to be productive all the time. No. I'm saying it's fine to chill out, have a relaxing day. Don't do much. Cook a little breakfast, take a little walk, have a coffee at noon. Relaxing day. I'm talking like can't get off the couch, bored, no motivation to do anything. Any thought that I have stresses me out, so I just try not to think. It's like the Iron Maiden torture method, where they would put you in an upright coffin that's filled with spikes and then close it. The spikes don't really touch you, but they leave you there for days. And it's a horrible, horrible metaphor that I'm making. But my mind is like the spikes, and my soul is like leaning against the spikes, because my mind is trying to stop my soul from completely shining and being happy. It's not like I've been tremendously unhappy all the time either. It's just that I want to wake up one day realizing the night before I just did something I have always wanted to do. And I'm just waking up with happy thoughts in my mind. I'm not going to quit. It's just weird to live almost like a game of chicken, where like I need help, financial assistance to live where I am now. And as a man in his late 40s, that's not ideal. It really is not ideal. And it's my own decisions that led to me being in this position. So I'm not going to give up because I love doing this too much. And I would honestly make this same speech every night if I could. I'll make something similar to it tomorrow night. I'll make something similar to it possibly Wednesday night. I'll probably take Thursday off. I'm going to live stream from the restaurant on Friday night. And Saturday, I'll find a place to live stream from. I'm just repeating this weekly pattern of mine that is overshadowed by stress. Because I know I'm not generating much money. I'm playing for maybe $100 a week in tips. And if I could play 7 nights a week, I would. I would need to think of music as a sport, honestly. And I know I can get to that point. It's just going to take time. And the way that Noah Kahn presents himself and his music, it makes me feel like he thinks something similar, and I'm almost giving away his secret. And by sport, I'm not saying like be ultra ripped and like ready to like do hurdles and throw the javelin and, you know, that kind of thing. I just mean like inside, think of music as like, yes, tonight I'm going to get up. Tonight I'm going to get on stage and I'm going to play really well. Okay, that question is answered and I can move on with my day. I'm not focused on the show. I'm not obsessed with the music. I'm not thinking, am I going to screw this up? I'm thinking, yes, I want to feel and experience what this day can bring. And I absolutely know that my demons will never truly go away. I absolutely know that the problems that I have had will always be there. I'll always think about them, consider them, and try to quiet them down, silence them, make them inert. Almost like turn them into stone figures. Because if my mind has been my greatest enemy, I'm wondering if it can also be my best friend. And the Busy Head project that Noah Kahn has established and grown is fascinating to me because it combines so much of what I want to do, which is help people. And the universe is sending me signs. My comment was in his article in the magazine. The person that I work with got last-minute tickets to go see a show that she absolutely loved and couldn't stop talking about how much she loved it. And then the individual sitting right next to me, his step-niece got to hit Noah Kahn's hand. And I was so surrounded by the thoughts of Noah Kahn. It's just that like I know he's on an echelon that's beyond my comprehension. The managers, the producers, the money, the record label. My goodness, how much pressure, how complicated. Yet I know he manages it well. He shows how he manages it well. So I'll wrap up my tirade here. I'm no fashion icon. I'm no slick 10 million subscriber individual. But I am a man on a mission. Stumbling and fumbling my way towards making my dreams come true. That is my mission. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to make a video like this every day until it happens. That's a promise. I mean, maybe not every day. I do take 2 to 3 days off sometimes, but it's not because I'm not live streaming. It's because I might forget to live stream, or I can't live stream, or the live stream doesn't work. I'm going to do this. I have to believe that there's a desperation within me that's like, you just got to scream to the heavens, man. You just have to scream to the heavens. And right now, if I didn't have neighbors downstairs, I would scream my head off. And I would like to find out what it is like to have a space for me and my children and visitors to live comfortably and happily in a safe, secure place. Sounds reasonable to me. So that's my mission. I want to be an experiment for Noah Kahn, please. Let me show you what I can do. It won't even be that hard. Just let me get on a piano on a stage when you're during sound check. That's it. I want to go on a journey with the piano, not being a singer-songwriter, but someone who plays music and sings and invites new ideas and random ideas into his head, but also sticks to songs and can play 3-minute simple songs. But when you come to my show, expect the unexpected. I want every show to be different, and I have seen many artists do it, and I have my own version of it, and I want to be secretive about it and not tell anybody. I won't get super specific. I'll just give a general construct from which I know I can grow something that will become its own entity, and I will repay Noah Khan tenfold should he decide that I am worth taking a shot on. There are other ways to get money. Family, friends, loans. I don't want any of that. That has the inverse effect on me. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I only take a little trickle just to get myself by while I'm working a day job 40 hours a week, and I have 2 kids half the time. My life is great. I love my life. My life is light and fun and happy. My life is also occasionally heavy, stressful, and slow moving. And there's the spectrum in between. And I want to know what it's like to show what it's like for someone to experience what it's like to let go of the inner stress and repetitively painful and negative thoughts. Learn how to take pauses and know what you're going to say next. That is something that is difficult about public speaking. And music is no different. When to play, when not to play. Because ultimately, I'll finish with this very deep concept. I've always looked at the piano as having... The piano, first of all, has 88 notes. White and black keys, all together, 88 notes. I've always thought of the piano as having 89 notes. Or 0 notes. The 89th note in this tortured metaphor is, it's not a metaphor, is it? Silence. The 89th note is silence. So when a piano is at rest, it's always playing that note to me. The strings are completely still, and the potential energy is just paused and ready to be brought forth and into motion. Because ultimately the piano is a precision instrument. You see the hammers hitting strings, and the strings are perfectly stretched. It is fascinating that this instrument exists, and it has existed for a very long time. And the power that it possesses is very, very, very difficult, actually impossible to describe. So when I play music, and I play guitar, and I play the piano, the feeling is overwhelming. So my message to Noah Khan is, I beg of you, let's find out what happens if you pull somebody out of complete obscurity, or never having achieved obscurity, permanent obscurity, potential permanent obscurity, and be like, here you go, bing, what are you going to do with that piano on the stage with thousands of people? Or nobody. The piano's already there. You don't have to set up anything for me. I'm easy to take on tour. I have a guitar, I can play the piano. Maybe my voice is not 100% or 90, 80, 90, 75. Maybe it's 92, maybe it's 62%. I don't know. I just have to know what it feels like to have in-ear monitors and a beautiful piano, having just eaten a nice light dinner, sitting on the stage in front of an audience that wants to go on a journey with me. I just want to know what that feels like, and I know the competition is very, very stiff because there are 0 people you would ever do that with. Maybe you know people that kick my ass out of the water and you're not investing. I know how far it is for me to ask such an insane question. But will you find out what happens if you shotgun someone into the spotlight? And on that note, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. I am going to take a pause of 22 hours and start up again as if I've never left. I'm on a mission now, and I'm going to die with this mission ongoing, and that's okay. My mission is to never stop. I've already accomplished that. So, my next mission is to find out how long I can stick around after I'm gone. I've seen enough death in my life to know that ripple effects are quite fascinating in the reactions they produce. So I thank you so much. I am grateful for your time. Please come back again. Spread the word. Subscribe. I need as much help as I can get because I am a small fawn in a very dark forest. Not knowing how naive I am, stupid I am, stubborn I am, selfish I am, I'm not aware of it, yet I'm consumed by wondering how much is there, and I don't even know it. So let's go on a journey, huh? Let's do this. Let's rock this. Thank you so much. My love to you, to your family, to your friends, to your past, your present, your future. My love to it all right? Mwah. Have a great night. Thank you so much. I'll see you real soon, okay? So much more exciting stuff is to come.